Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hunter Jumpers. This is me, Jamie, talking here. So today I'm going to be with you guys talking about 20 facts about Sweetheart. I wrote all of them down. 2 days ago, August 2nd, I took Sweetheart to a show. It was one of the later shows in the circuit that me and Jaedyn are planning on doing. So it was a bigger show. I did Open Hunter, which is an undersaddle class, and then 3 courses. It has 2 regular courses, which are just usually 2 lines and 2 diagonals, and then it has a Handy Hunter course, which is a lot of 90-degree turns, bending lines, rollbacks, lead changes, things like that. I actually ended up forgetting my course for the Handy Hunter course, so halfway through I had 3 jumps left, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I yelled, I was at the other end of the arena, and I yelled out, I was like, I forget the course. And then my trainer and my friend Natalie were yelling everything to me, and then I finished the course. I ended up getting 3/5 and a 6th, and I was pretty disappointed with those placings because I usually don't do that bad. And then I figured out later on that she has an abscess that has been bothering her in her hoof, and it ended up popping when another girl was riding her later that day. August 23rd, it's the weekend after school starts for us, and we probably will be vlogging that, but let's just go ahead and get into the 20 facts. So fact number 1 is she is a 16-hand thoroughbred, and she has a white stripe down her face. It's kind of like a star, and then it goes into a stripe. Yeah, she is chestnut too. The second one, number 2, is she is 13 years old, so she's not too old, but she's not really young. The third one is she is prone to get abscessed. So she has gotten a lot of abscessed. This is probably her 3rd one since I've been there. So she does get them quite often, but she recovers pretty quickly, so that's a good thing. Number 4 is that she has jumped 4 feet. So she does jump pretty high. Yeah. The 5th one is she has a half-sister named Ginger. And I know this is a really weird fact, but actually Ginger is at Windy Rock with her. They look similar. Ginger is a Hanoverian thoroughbred cross, and Sweetheart is all thoroughbred. But yeah, and my trainer wasn't positive if they were half-sisters when Ginger came to the farm. Ginger's pretty young. I don't think she's over 5 or 6. So yeah, that's a fun fact. Ginger's pretty tall too. She's still growing. So she's almost 15.3 hands. Number 6 is she gets really forward when jumping. She doesn't get as forward as Zeus and Pool, but she does like to hand gallop and really go. She does better when we're going pretty quickly over the jumps. So she's not technically a jumper, but she's not as slow and steady as a hunter. She's kind of in between, which she does really well and shows. So yeah. Number 7 is she knows her lead changes very well. She does have auto changes, and usually she changes them by herself. If you guys saw in the last video, if I just come around the arena and cut through half of it and kind of go diagonally, she switches them all by herself. I don't have to ask her. Same if we're going over a diagonal line. that's really the only time we would have to switch leads is going over a diagonal line, and she does it either over the jump or right after. So she's pretty good at that. Sometimes I do have to switch her lead, and she can be a crab about it, but she knows her leads very, very well. Number 8 is she usually jumps 3'3" and 3-foot courses. I have only jumped her 2 foot at Windy Rock, maybe the first time I rode there. I have been jumping 2'6", 2'9", 3-foot, and 3'3" the whole time. I haven't done a 3'3" or 3-foot course yet, but we're getting there. So she's used to jumping 3'3" and 3'3". I mean 3'3" and 3-foot at shows. Number 9 is my trainer actually got married on her. Zeus was also in the wedding. The one who married my trainer and her husband, the pastor, preacher, whoever married them, got them married, was riding Zeus, and my trainer, the bride, was riding Sweetheart. So that's a really cool fact. Number 10 is a while ago, before we got to Windy Rock, she got her leg caught in a wire, and electric fence, chicken wire type thing. It was really bad. They didn't think she was going to be back on her feet, be able to be used for lessons, but look where she is now. And number 11, having to do with that same accident, she would be a real baby whenever my trainer Krista came around. So when Krista's husband Steve would come around and walk her out of the stall, she would be fine. She would walk all normal and everything after this accident of her leg getting caught in the wire. But whenever Krista would come and get her out of the stall, she would limp and act like she was lame. So it's pretty funny. And also when a ranch hand would walk by and not stop and say hi to her, she would throw her whole body against the stall door so he would notice her. So she likes to be noticed. Number 12 is she absolutely loves to eat. Just like a normal horse, I feel like she loves to eat way more than other horses because she is pretty fat. I hate to say. She is getting pretty big, and one time my trainer went out and fed them and then left, and 5 minutes later I came out to ride her, and she was all the way in the back of the field. So if the front of the field is right here and the back is right here, my trainer fed them right here, and she was already in the back of the field 5 minutes later eating. So yep. Number 13 is she is a very honest horse. If you're nervous, she is obviously going to be nervous. My trainer sets up all different kind of contraptions when we are jumping, and then if I just kind of squeeze her and let her know that I'm not afraid, then she won't be afraid. So she's pretty honest. Number 14 is she hates me putting her bridle on. She throws her head and absolutely hates it. She's okay once I have it on, but she just doesn't want to have that bit in her mouth. She just doesn't like it at all. Number 15 is she's a very flashy horse. She's a very pretty horse. She gets noticed at shows. I got a lot of compliments my last time. Her and her frame is just absolutely gorgeous, and her stripe and all of her markings, and when she's all bathed, she just looks so pretty. Number 16 is she is a mare. And I just don't mean like mare gelding. I mean like she is a straight up mare. She gets crabby. She goes into heat. You definitely know that she's a mare. If you couldn't tell, if you couldn't bend down and look and see what they are, you would definitely know she's a mare because of the way she acts. Number 17 is she actually smiles. If I can find it, I'll put a picture right here. All you have to do is feed her some of these apple flavored treats, and she will lift her head up in the air and then lift her lip up and smile. Number 18 is she has 4 shoes. So she has horse shoes on all 4 feet. Yes, she's never threw one or anything like that. She just has 4 shoes to protect her feet. 19 is she usually loves when she's with other horses. Definitely Zeus. Like in the field, she's usually around Ginger or Zeus. And whenever we go out on a trail ride, she likes to be with Casey, which is another horse. So she absolutely loves every horse. She doesn't usually like going on trails alone. She gets very antsy, and she doesn't like if another horse gets too far ahead of her when we're on the trail. She also doesn't like it if one horse is at this end of the arena and another horse is, and she's at this end of the arena. Like if Zeus was right here and she was right here, she wouldn't like it. Number 20 is overall, she is a great horse. If you guys met her, you would totally understand. She has a puppy dog personality. She really loves everyone. She is a mare. She has a great jump. She is overall a great horse. She does well off the property for showing, so you don't have to worry about her going crazy or getting too antsy and stuff like that. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy our last video and Jaedyn's video. She will be uploading after this, and I will see you guys later. Bye!